ain't been the same. Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 36-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Rip right, rip right.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Complete to Leonard.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check, check, check. Month 56. Month 56.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing after the interception, Jones. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27th, Tannehill, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well on the coverage.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
This is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down and 4, Tannehill. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Bengals 7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now it's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
1 yard line.
Let's go, too front. 56, Mike, 56. Watch the curl. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You don't want this. Hip. 56, right there. 56.
Again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Tannehill throwing again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Let's see what you got. Tight go.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Aaron Donald with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Graham Delpit. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. That's complete. Okuebuna. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At their 49-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Watch the slant. 56. Mike, 56. 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A handoff to Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bengals 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It's a gain of
Looks
6.
to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
49.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones able to connect with Mims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. Second and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 16, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check three. Switch.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Now Jones on first and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Finley. All going deep here for Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
They get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Jones.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's tied up. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
Please, I don't know. It has not been good. They'll run it again with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Eluding the pressure right. He's going up top for Taylor. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Fournette with a carry on first down, but he's not going anywhere as he's brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tannehill. Well, that's complete to Sanders.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
4-yard line.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Jones.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Casey.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
7. First down, Cincinnati.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating.